Transpiration is the process by which plants lose water vapors from their aerial parts, mainly through the stomata in their leaves. It is an essential physiological process that helps in the movement of water from the roots to the leaves, cooling the plant and maintaining the flow of minerals. Let's discuss steps of transpiration. Water is absorbed from the soil by root hairs through osmosis. The water moves into the xylem vessels which transport it upwards. Ascent of sap refers to the upward movement of water from areas of higher pressure in the roots to the areas of lower pressure in the shoots. A transpiration pool created due to upward movement of water through the xylem. Ascent of sap depends on factors such as cohesion, adhesion, and surface tension. Cohesion is the attraction between water molecules caused by hydrogen bonding, allowing them to stay connected and form a continuous flow. Adhesion is the tendency of water molecules to attract to polar surfaces such as xylem walls, facilitating the upward movement. Surface tension is also an important factor because the water molecules in the liquid phase exhibit stronger attraction to each other than to those in the gas phase, creating a cohesive surface layer. Inside the leaf, water moves from xylem vessels into mesophyll cells. The water evaporates into the air spaces within the leaf and diffuses out of the leaf through tiny openings called stomata. This creates a transpiration pool which helps draw more water from the roots. So this is how transpiration works. The types of transpiration include stomatal transpiration, cuticular transpiration, and lenticular transpiration. Stomatal transpiration is the most common type, accounting for 80 to 90% of total transpiration. Water vapors escapes through tiny openings in leaves called stomata. This is controlled by gourd cells, which open and close the stomata based on environmental conditions. Cuticular transpiration occurs through a waxy layer covering the epidermis of leaves and stems. Water diffuses through the cuticle into the air. This is the less significant than stomatal transpiration, contributing about 5 to 10%. Lenticular transpiration is the process of water loss through lenticels, which are small, spongy openings found on the bark of woody stems and some fruits. Unlike stomata, lenticels remains open all the time, allowing continuous gas exchange and a small amount of transpiration. This contributes a small percentage of total water loss. There are several factors that affect transpiration. Many environmental factors affect transpiration. Let's discuss one by one. Temperature. High temperature increases transpiration by lowering the relative humidity, making the air drier and encouraging more water vapors to escape from the leaves. It can also cause stomata to open even in darkness, allowing additional water loss. High humidity slows transpiration because the air is already saturated with moisture, so less water leaves the plant. In low humidity, the air is dry, so more water evaporates from the leaves, increasing transpiration. Wind speed also affects transpiration. When air moves around the leaves, it blows away the water vapor near the leaf surface. This keeps the air around the leaf dry, causing more water to evaporate. Stronger winds remove moisture faster, leading to higher transpiration, while still air slows it down. Higher light intensity increases the rate of transpiration. In bright light, stomata open wider to allow more carbon dioxide for photosynthesis, which also let more water vapors escape. In low light or at night, stomata close, reducing transpiration. Soil moisture directly affects transpiration. When the soil has enough water, plants absorb it easily and transpire more. If the soil is dry, water uptake reduces and plants close their stomata to save water, decreasing transpiration. In extreme dryness, transpiration may stop completely to prevent wilting. There are plant factors which also affect transpiration, such as the leaf surface area, which affects the rate of transpiration. Plants with large, broad leaves lose more water because they have bigger surface for evaporation. In contrast, Plants with small or narrow leaves lose less water, helping them conserve moisture, especially in dry environments. Cuticle thickness influences transpiration by acting as a protective barrier. A thick cuticle reduces water loss by preventing evaporation through the leaf surface, helping the plant conserve moisture. In contrast, a thin cuticle allows more water to escape, increasing transpiration. Root system affects transpiration by determining how much water a plant can absorb from the soil. Plants with deep and widespread roots can take up more water, supporting higher transpiration rates. Shallow or weak root systems limit water absorption, reducing transpiration and making the plant more vulnerable to drought.